You know, I just realized something. This is the first film that I've seen in a movie theater since 2020. that's that's crazy. I mean, this is the first film, a Disney film. Doesn't matter who made it. This is the first film that I saw in a theater since the last film I saw in a theater. Last film I saw in a theater, movie theater, was Birds of Prey, that Harley Quinn movie. That was surprisingly really good and so much better than the Suicide Squad film. However, they are making a new Suicide Squad film this year, which I'm really excited for. But that was my last film I saw, was Birds of Prey, which was really great, and that was in February of 2020, just before the pandemic hit the United States. And since then, I have not seen a movie in a theater since now. I mean, that's the longest I've ever gone without seeing a movie in a movie theater was a year. And, in the beginning, you're thinking, oh, this is crazy. I want to see a movie. But then you start watching all these movies on HBO Max and Disney Plus, and then it just becomes so normal. And then things start to open up again with the vaccines. And then you go to a movie theater again. You're like, oh, so this is what normal actually feels like. It's not sitting in your room in your PJs, eating a bunch of junk food and watching a movie on the TV screen. It's actually going out and seeing a movie. Huh, that's crazy. But I want to talk about Raya and the Last Dragon, which is the newest and the first Disney film of 2020. I'm going to be real with you. I loved it. I thought the movie was great. Beautifully animated. I mean, as the years go on, Disney's animated films just get better and better in terms of visual arts and everything. It's just absolutely stunning. It's really great. So I'm going to talk about things I like, things I didn't like. First, I'm going to go with the storyline. Storyline is basically where it's this giant land, this fictional land that is shaped like a dragon. And all these people live in harmony because of these dragons that fly around and basically give the people of this land like different elements. So like fire, water, stuff like that. And then this unknown like purple substance, which is called the Duran, basically splits up the land. And now the land is split into different areas. And, there's like these people that have these different clans of all these different lands and everything. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't much care for the storyline. I felt the storyline was pretty boring, pretty bland. I mean, it starts off with, the like land is broken up and all these different tribesmen have these different parts of the land. And this crystal shell that's been broken off. So each broken shell a clan owns, and when you reunite, it makes the land come in. It was it was a little complicated to follow at times. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the storyline. I mean, as the film goes on, you start to understand the storyline a little bit more. But I think the main problem I have with the storyline was the fact that it starts off on one storyline, and then it goes into all these other different paths. It starts going into a path about redemption. It goes into a path about revenge. It starts going into a path. And it's all these different paths that go in this film. And it's very hard to follow each one. And you're like, okay, do I follow this one? Do I follow that one? Which path do I follow? Am I supposed to memorize all these paths and then they're all supposed to come together at the end? I didn't much care for the storyline. Now, in terms of the cast is amazing. The cast is really what makes this film great. I mean, like, first of all, gotta look at the cast, because for the life of me, I can't remember a lot of people's names. I'm bad with people's names just in general. Now you want me to remember a cast names from a movie? Come on. That's why we have Google. Well, actually, we have Wikipedia. I know people don't like Wikipedia, but you know what? It's the best way to get information, even if it's not true. Okay? So look at that. Wikipedia. I'm supporting you. All right? Send me some money. Okay. So for the voice cast, first we have Kelly Marie Tran as Raya, as the lead character. Raya is like this courageous warrior princess that is part of one of the clan tribes, and she wants to make the crystal ball that the crystal ball that's supposed to be one of the dragon's hearts. She wants to make all of those hearts come together so that the dragon land will come together as one and not in different clans. So she's the main character that we're supposed to relate to. Just as her character, she's pretty relatable. You'll have fun watching her. So Raya is played by Kelly Ann Tran. If you don't know who she is, I didn't even know who she is. Apparently, she plays Rose in the new Star Wars films. The character that Finn falls in love with in in the Last Jedi, and in oh god, what was that other Star Wars film that was just so bad? Rise of Skywalker. Okay, so I was not a big fan of the new Star Wars films, other than the the one that came out in 2015. I think it was called like Return of the Force or something. That was probably the one I did enjoy, but the other two Star Wars films I hated. So basically, Kelly plays Rose, who's Finn's love interest. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't buy that in love relationship at all. I felt like Star Wars was just trying to force a love relationship because you have Rey, who's going to be this independent character. So you're like, we need a romantic couple. Okay, we're not doing anything with Finn. Let's have her love this character named Rose. But as far as the actor herself, Rose, not the character's Rose, but the actor is Kelly. That's all I knew from her. So, but you see this in this film, she's actually really good. Like, she shows off a lot of her acting talents. So now I know her from Raya and the Last Dragon. I don't have to remember the actor from just Star Wars. Also, Awkwafina voices the dragon, Sinsu. Basically, that was my favorite character, was Awkwafina. I mean, I've seen her in comedy dramas before, in like The Last Farewell and Crazy Rich Asians. So I know she's a good actress. I've never really cared for her as a rapper, but as an actress, she's pretty good. But I've never really seen her as I've never seen her true comedy chops. I mean, she was in Neighbors 2, and she was also in the sequel to Jumanji. So she's shown off that she can do comedy, but I haven't seen a lot of her true comedy chops. I haven't seen a lot of that. And Raya and the Last Dragon really shows off that she can be a really funny comedian, or not a really funny actress. She's just like, she's quirky, she's funny, she's got those random like funny chops that will make anyone laugh. She's really good. She really surprises me in this film. And not that I didn't think she was going to be bad, but I didn't think she was going to be as funny and entertaining as I thought. And her chemistry with Raya is really the one of the backbones of this film. It's like you want to see more of them. Like, they just work off of each other so great, almost like they're actual sisters. And that's really what I wanted to see. I didn't much care for the storyline, but I wanted to see more of Raya and Sinsu. Also, we also have some other actors. I think the guy's name is Benedict Wong. He plays one of the characters in the Doctor Strange films. He plays like the fat, short, bald guy who's kind of like the mentor. I think he's like the librarian in the first Doctor Strange film, and he was also in the Marvel's Avengers final 2 films. So he plays like this big, swollen, like, I don't know if you would call it Asian, and he definitely is Asian, but they don't say Asian in the film. He's basically this big northern heavy-sack strong guy from one of the other clans called Spine. He was really good. He was definitely really good. I'd had to look it up. I mean, I didn't realize he was from the Doctor Strange films until I looked it up. He doesn't have that iconic voice where you hear it and you're like, oh, that's the guy from Doctor Strange. It's not like Awkwafina. When you hear Awkwafina's voice, you know it's Awkwafina, because she's got that unique voice that a lot of people seem to hate, but for me, I enjoy it. So overall, how I would grade this film is I do grades a lot for what I do, like for other films when I started on Facebook and now I'm doing it here on YouTube, is that I don't really give them grades like F or A. I kind of do like my own style way. So I give it a grade, but I also give it an advice in a way. So basically, in terms of this film, had a great supporting cast, has a great main cast. Storyline, I didn't much care for it. I felt it was kind of crap. For you might love it, but for me, I didn't much care for it. I felt it was bland. I felt they overcomplicated the story at times. The main thing you want to see in this film is the cast. The cast, the supporting cast, that's what you want to see. The animation is great. I mean, each year Disney just makes like all these films look beautiful and more visual and almost like lifelike, like you're looking out a window. That's how they're making it. So I enjoyed Raya. I enjoyed Raya. I think you'll enjoy Raya. And I will say Raya and the Last Dragon is a good time at the movies. So what'd you guys think? How'd you like my video? Did you like my video? Did you not like my video? What'd I do right? What'd I do wrong? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more of my videos, just click right there and take your pick. Bye-bye.